Great. Good afternoon. I'm Mary Grant, and I have the great privilege of being Chancellor of the University of North Carolina, Asheville, and on behalf of the trustees of the University of the North Carolina, Asheville, I convene today's graduation ceremony. Please be seated. I am delighted to welcome all of you, the class of 2017, family members, faculty, staff, alumni, friends, and distinguished guests to this day of celebration. I extend my sincere congratulations to all who will be recognized here today. Members of the class of 2017, we are very proud of you and your many accomplishments. You leave here well prepared for the opportunities and challenges ahead. And one thing that we know for sure is that there will be plenty of both. As we begin today's ceremony, I would like to invite Susan Ritchie to the platform to lead us in singing America the Beautiful. Susan is a senior, a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Jazz and Contemporary Music major with a concentration in vocal performance. Her specialty is singing jazz, blues, and folk pop styles. I'd ask us to stand again as we join Susan. This is just to give us a little warm-up. It's cold outside. As we join Susan in singing. Thank you, Susan.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plains. America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Thank you, Susan. Now you really may be seated. Thank you, Susan. Beautifully done. We deeply appreciate that. Well, commencement is a day of celebration, and today we celebrate and honor the class of 2017. And I just want to clear up a little confusion. It's 2016, but you are the class of 2017. You are the first installment of a great graduating class, and we are so proud of you. So welcome as we celebrate you and your many accomplishments. In this class, there are graduates who have delighted and inspired us with their success in the classroom, in the laboratories, in the theaters, the galleries, on the athletic fields and courts, and in the community. Graduates who have studied abroad and pursued research. You completed research projects, service projects, internships. You joined honor societies, you ran for office, you created works of visual and spoken art. You danced, you sang, you scored goals, snatched rebounds, you set and broke records, all kinds of records. In this class, there are graduates who have returned to school after many years, completing your bachelor's and your master's degrees, while raising families, serving in the military, working multiple jobs, coaching sports, or racing to PTO meetings. You have made your families very proud. You have made all of us very proud. Graduates, you are sensational. You put your time, your energy, your education to good work, and today we celebrate all of you, and we celebrate with all of you. We are grateful for the time we have had together and thankful that you have been with us. In this holiday season and on this very special day, what a gift it is to be surrounded by people who we love and people who love us. But it's also natural to think about those who are not here with us today. And I know that all of you have someone who is dear to you, someone who you hold in your heart, who you are missing right now. So let's take a moment of reflection. Thank you. Commencement is the culmination of years of academic work and accomplishments. It is also made up of the work of many members of the UNC Asheville community who put great energy and time and care into actually pulling off today's ceremony. So would you join me in a moment in giving a round of applause for the talented and hardworking staff in campus operations, ITS, student affairs, residence life, academic affairs, the registrar's office, public safety, advancement, Chartwells, who have been feeding everybody on campus, the commencement committee, and all the volunteers who have worked with great energy and enthusiasm to have today's celebration. How about a round of applause for all those hardworking folks? We can't do it without them, and boy, do they make it look effortless. Deeply appreciated. I'd also like to thank the faculty and staff of UNC Asheville for your passion, your energy, and your time. Thank you for the important and inspiring work that you do and for your commitment to delivering a life-changing education. The work that you do shapes lives. The work you do enriches our collective future. Faculty give of their time and expertise generously and without hesitation as we continue to build and shape the UNC Asheville of the future. Whether guiding undergraduate research, organizing teach-ins or language and action celebrations, serving as academic advisors, directing student productions, leading international study programs, performing at the White House, celebrating the national parks, opening a STEAM studio, mentoring NSF scholars, pursuing sustainable solutions to complex environmental problems, studying the brain to gain insights into human behavior, mentoring the next generation of entrepreneurs, business and civic leaders, teachers, artists, community organizers, problem solvers, and difference makers. Our faculty encourage students to explore their interests, to take advantage of every educational opportunity available to them, and to pursue their passions. Your students know they can count on you. Your students respect you, they love you, and they know you want the very best for them. And across this campus and late into the night, the equally talented and dedicated staff and administrators work in partnership with the faculty. No matter their role or assignment, day and night, our staff and administrators go above and beyond to make UNC Asheville a place where students can grow, learn, and achieve powerful results. They too serve as mentors. They are teachers, coaches, and trusted advisors. You serve the university with distinction, and I know you all share my pride and affection for the class of 2017. With the faculty, staff, and administrators who are here today, please stand so that we may recognize you, and family and friends of our graduates can recognize you as well. Please stand. Thank you very much. And I cannot underscore how hard and how smart folks here work and how brilliant. So thank you, good colleagues, one and all. I deeply appreciate what you do. It's also my honor to introduce several members of our UNCA Board of Trustees who have joined us today. We are joined by Rick Litovsky, Oscar Wong, Sissy Stevens, Wilmer Sherrill, Bob Long, student trustee Charlie White, and chair of our board, Pat Smith. We are fortunate to be served by incredible volunteers, including our Board of Trustees, our Foundation Board, our Alumni Council, our Parents Council, and our Bulldog Athletic Association. Our volunteers give us countless hours. They are leaders in their field, they are experts in what they do, and they are passionate about UNC Asheville. And it is my great pleasure to invite Pat Smith, Chair of the Board of the UNC Asheville Trustees, to bring greetings on behalf of the trustees. Pat?
Thank you. Chancellor Grant, distinguished members of the Platform Party, it is with immense pride that I take this opportunity to congratulate and address our graduating seniors on behalf of the UNC Asheville Board of Trustees. Graduates, I join the UNC Asheville alumni, the faculty, the staff, your friends, and your families, as we gather to congratulate and celebrate you on your achievement in completing your respective degrees. Your experiences at UNC Asheville and the memories that you have made here have helped you to become the individuals you are today. In just a few moments, you will walk across this stage to receive your hard-earned degrees, and you will go forth to embrace your futures. I know that you will do so with the confidence and the capability that comes from receiving your education at this outstanding public institution. You will be walking, breathing examples of the value of a public liberal arts education. And your journey with UNC Asheville does not end when you leave here today. You go forth from UNC Asheville with continued support from our dedicated faculty and as a respected alumni of one of the finest public liberal arts universities in the nation. As a graduate of this institution, it is your responsibility to use the critical thinking and problem-solving skills you developed here to improve our society and the lives of others that you will meet in your journey ahead. And your education does not end here, because learning truly is a lifelong pursuit. Once again, congratulations on your tremendous success. We know that you will represent this university with great honor in the years ahead.
Thank you, Pat. And could I ask all the members of the Board of Trustees to stand so we may recognize you as well? Our trustees have been on campus for the last couple of days at board meetings, committee meetings, and we had luncheon today with 22 trustee emeriti. So thank you so much for all you do every day for UNC Asheville. You make this a very special institution. Thank you, trustees. The University of North Carolina system is governed by a board of governors comprised of volunteer leaders from across North Carolina. It is with great pleasure that I introduce Roger Aiken, a member of the UNC Board of Governors and a true friend of UNC Asheville, to bring us greetings. Roger is a native of Asheville and a longtime friend of this university. In addition to his work with the UNC Board of Governors, Roger is a senior vice president at Wells Fargo and serves on the Eblin Charities Board of Directors. He has served on the Asheville Chamber of Commerce, the Buncombe County Board of Education, including 2 terms as chairman of the board. Please join me in welcoming Roger Aiken to the podium.
Chair Smith, Chancellor Grant, Provost Urgo, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and students of UNC Asheville, with a very special recognition of those students who will graduate today, their family and friends. It's an honor to bring greetings from the University of North Carolina Board of Governors and President Margaret Spellings. Now, graduates, my favorite part of the ceremony is to watch the reactions of your family as you entered, as you walked in, and to see the looks of pride, joy, and yes, in some cases, amazement and relief that is here just for you today. Let me begin by expressing my sincere thanks to your Chancellor, Mary Grant. Chancellor Grant continues to effectively guide this university, and we are very fortunate to have such a passionate, dedicated, and proven leader here at UNC Asheville. Thank you, Chancellor Grant, and thank you to your entire leadership team. Graduates, enjoy and treasure this day. You have worked hard, and now you're about to receive your degree from this fine institution. As a graduate of UNCA, you now wield something even more powerful than the diploma you will receive, and that is the power of your example. You will soon launch your own careers where you will have the opportunity to influence education, science, law, and environmental and public policy. Take heed of your calling and remember that it is important to acknowledge the contribution of the outstanding faculty and staff here at UNC Asheville. I'm certain there are professors and mentors who have had positive impact on your time here, so please take an opportunity today to thank them and tell them how much they've helped you. And always remember to express appreciation for the support of your parents, grandparents, and family. Just as each of you have much to celebrate, so too has your great university. Let me cite a couple of recent examples. This year, UNC Asheville was recognized by the Princeton Review as the #1 university in the nation for making an impact. Recognizing schools with the best community service opportunities, student governments, sustainability, on-campus student engagement, as well as graduates with high job meaning. Earlier this year, UNCA hosted the 30th Annual National Conference on Undergraduate Research, which was founded on this campus and returned this year with over 4,000 participants. And just yesterday, UNC Asheville held a ribbon-cutting ceremony for your new STEAM studio, a fabulous facility where students can embrace how technology shapes our world today through STEAM: science, technology, engineering, math, plus art, which is the major ingredient. Here, students will explore their creative process across these various disciplines, utilize diverse tools to enhance efficiency and creativity, which will lead these students to undoubtedly become the entrepreneurs of tomorrow. You are fortunate to have studied at such an outstanding university, for this university has given you priceless tools you can use to become successful and fulfill your own missions in life. The University of North Carolina salutes your hard work, applauds your accomplishments, and we look forward to your contributions to our university, our state, and our nation. We encourage you to stay connected to this wonderful institution. Congratulations and happy holidays to all.
Thank you, Roger. We are ever grateful to your service and to your words today. You put in enormous amounts of time, and we appreciate all that you do. It is now my privilege to introduce to you our student speaker, Mr. Charlie White. Charlie is a senior from Sarasota, Florida, majoring in French and political science. He has served as a university ambassador and currently serves as the president of the Student Government Association and as the student member of the university's Board of Trustees. Please welcome Charlie to the podium.
Graduates, do you look mighty fine in blue? It is an absolute privilege to be here today with this incredible class. This is your day for celebration and reflection, for cherishing the relationships you've built, the hurdles you've overcome, and all that you've accomplished in your time here. As someone who's going to be graduating in 5 short months, I can imagine what an exhilarating moment this must be, because you finally made it. Now, I also imagine this moment might be fairly daunting. Some of us don't know what's next, and many of you are looking forward to jobs, gap years, and graduate school that's carrying you into a wild, wild world. We're entering a world that sometimes values setting aside relationships in the name of competition and makes it easy to get caught up in the bustle of rivalry and push each other down to pull ourselves up. We find that being busy for busy's sake is glorified, and society insists on ever-increasing productivity, sometimes putting our personal life on hold. And yet it feels like we're expected to project having it all together, whether through carefully crafted resumes, manicured social media profiles, or point-by-point plans for our futures. Regardless of what's going on, it's suggested to us that bearing our burdens with unflagging poise is somehow intrinsically better than honestly sharing our vulnerabilities and anxieties. And we often struggle to find a place for our authentic selves, hindered by the divisive and dehumanizing rhetoric that so often comes from all shades of the political spectrum. So much of our discourse seems to be divorced from context and condensed into trite slogans and 3x9 areas of bumper stickers. And yet our communities are struggling with complex issues. On our worst days, this environment fractures us into factions that feel almost irreconcilable. Between our personal experience and what we're exposed to on a daily basis, it's feeling awful hard lately to see a way forward. But people like you in this class, have led me to believe that we will find a way forward. On our best days, you are dedicated to unity, understanding, and the pursuit of knowledge. This dedication leads you to tackle pervasive, unquestioned assumptions, half-truths, and sound bites that would lead us astray. It drives you to rigorously call into question the status quo and who it benefits. And it motivates you to confront harmful stereotypes whenever and wherever they occur. With an eye towards change, you engage in the issues facing our communities and strive to build a better life together. Through your amazing work, research, service, and organizing, you have tirelessly ventured to make this place a better world for all of us. And you've made it clear that remaining disengaged just isn't in your character. I'm often uplifted by how much each and every one of you seek to understand and care for one another. And I count so many friendly faces among your class who have helped me through presentations, given me advice, or just heard me out on a tough day. In a diverse society, you endeavor to respect and listen to those with values and experiences vastly different from your own, even if that means admitting mistakes every now and then. And you take time to be compassionate, lend a hand, and even put your own goals on standby when others need you there the most. You truly are liberal arts graduates, scholars, citizens, and friends dedicated to making progress that we can all be a part of. In the face of adversity, you won't lose sight of this. You will nourish the flame of inquiry, compassion, and justice within you so that it leads the way wherever you go. We have plenty of trials set out for us. But 5 months from now, when I'm waiting to cross the stage as you are now, I'll feel reassured. Reassured knowing that your class will already be out there with your ardor, your brilliance, and your passion for life, making the very best difference that you can. So congratulations, best of luck, and go Bulldogs.
Thank you, Charlie, and thank you for your leadership and dedication to UNC Asheville. Charlie always says, when I get up there, Chancellor Grant, I'm just going to be a nervous wreck. I don't know how I'm going to do, and then he does this. So well done, Charlie. Thank you. Great words. Each year, the UNC Board of Governors honors an outstanding faculty member from each of the 17 UNC institutions with an award for excellence in teaching. It is then customary, it has been customary at UNC Asheville that the faculty member who has been honored gives the address at the December commencement. Dr. Sally Wasileski, Associate Professor of Chemistry, is a 2016 Board of Governors Excellence in Teaching honoree. The only problem is Dr. Wasileski is on a ship right now in Antarctica. But we've figured this out a little bit. Since her arrival at the university in 2005, Dr. Wasileski has been an engaged scholar, a beloved teacher, and a force for the National Science Foundation-funded Chemistry Scholars Program. In addition, Sally is a leader on the NSF-funded Major Research Instrumentation Grant that provides the department with a supercomputing cluster for engaged scholarship with students. Sally advises research students in environmental analysis projects that use analytical and computational chemistry to better understand environmental issues. These projects are student-centered and in collaboration with faculty from both chemistry and environmental studies. Sally is truly sorry that she is not with us today, but please direct your attention to one of the screens located at either end of the arena.
Hello from Antarctica. By the time you watch this video, my husband Jason and I will be on the adventure of a lifetime. We will have crossed the Antarctic convergence and be on the continent of ice. And at this very moment, I'll be observing a rookery of penguins dressed in their own graduation regalia and ready to celebrate with you. Antarctica is a place of serene beauty and rugged extremes at the edge of the human experience. But Antarctica is vulnerable to the human experience, especially through climate change. It is a signal and a symbol that the choices you and I make as individuals have significant and far-reaching impacts. UNC Asheville is known for making an impact. I urge you to think critically about the impact you want to make. Keep using your liberal arts education to solve problems and to push your own boundaries, ideas, and ideals. And evaluate how your choices, your actions, your opinions have far-reaching impacts. Because doing nothing, staying with the status quo, also makes an impact. Graduates, I do wish I could be here with you to celebrate as you take the next steps of your own great adventure. And what an adventure it will be. Congratulations, class of 2016.
So Dr. Wasileski wanted an opportunity to congratulate you, and we thought we would make it nice and cold here so we could have a shared experience with Sally. So she was going to ask if we could put some ice floes behind her, but we thought we'd just create some cold weather right here in Asheville. So when she's back, I'm sure when she sees you, she will congratulate you in person. So we are delighted today that today's commencement address will be delivered by Dr. Dee James. Dr. James is a professor of English at UNC Asheville and an alumna earning her BA right here before moving on to accomplish an MA at Clemson University and a PhD at the University of South Carolina. As a teacher of writing, Dr. James encourages her students to give voice to the stories they are part of, as well as the stories they find around them. Dee believes that searching out those stories and using them to communicate ideas is a means to developing analytical and creative skills. Her training and interest in ethnography has underscored the importance of the relationship between academic inquiry and story. Her work as a teacher of writing and literature is shaped by her commitment to the liberal arts, seeking out connections in unexpected places, alert to complexity and contradiction. Dr. James is the director of the first-year writing program and an instructor in the Africana Studies program. She is a tireless advocate for students. Actually, she is a tireless advocate for all of us, bringing the same patience, passion, humor, and wisdom to her colleagues, listening to us, coaching us, counseling us, encouraging us, loving and inspiring us. Dee has been recognized in many ways for her excellence as an educator, including the UNC Board of Governors Award for Excellence in Teaching in 2000, and most recently she received the 2016 Alumni Distinguished Faculty Award. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Dee James to the podium.
So, good evening. Congratulations. Today, I encourage you to dwell at least for a moment, in gratitude. And I urge you to an audacious hope as we face our future individually and collectively. For you and your loved ones, I know that a big concern is that now that you have your degrees, will you be able to make a living? And how will you do that? Right now, that may seem to be your biggest challenge. But besides that, today, I urge you to consider some other serious challenges. What can you use your talents, training, and passion for in the world? Who and what will you live for beyond yourself? At this moment in our national and global history, we have been granted the fortune of living in interesting times. None of us knows quite what to expect as the coming years unfold. In our own country, for example, the divisions that have manifested and that have been exacerbated by this past political year will not simply disappear now that the elections are over. So the question of who you will aim to be and how you will use the gifts your education offers presses with special urgency. How will you thoughtfully make a life? Making a living can be solved in a variety of ways. Not necessarily easily, nor without great effort on your part. But it is imperative that you purposefully and thoughtfully strive to make a life. Because the kind of life you make not only affects you, it affects the world. What kind of a person you struggle to be, what virtues, what habits of heart and mind you work to embody has a direct impact on what kind of world we will construct together. First, be grateful. Look at the friends and classmates with whom you have made this specific journey. Consider, too, faculty and staff with whom you have interacted most closely. Some of them have played a major role in your development here. Dwell also for a moment on the family members and friends as family who have pushed, pulled, inspired, and supported you, and be grateful. Then nurture and cultivate hope. Not some weak, vague emotion, but a tough, sinewy, muscular hope, born out of discipline and experience, because that kind of hope will get you through the challenges you will face, will help steady you in hard times. As you know, when we look at our collective history, there have been other hard times. I am compelled by the example of my own ancestors, the Black folks who stayed behind in a violent, segregated South, from the aftermath of the Civil War to the present day. Now, many brave, bright souls fled north and west in the Great Migration, impelled by the rising violence and the near impossibilities they faced. But others hung on. They faced each day, getting up, putting one foot in front of the other, building families, homes, and communities, of which folks like me and my husband Charles are the result. How did they do that? With a kind of fortitude and dogged faith, with an audacious hope in the future, that things they endured would make a way for their children and their children's children, that there would be future generations who would not only survive, but thrive. That kind of audacious hope compelled them to be active in imagining and constructing that future, equipping their children as best they could for what their unseeable destinies would require. They inspired and prodded those children too to put their own hands, minds, hearts, and energies to the plow to bring about those changes. So likewise, I challenge you to use your anxiety, your fear, your excitement to craft the next stage of your journey and the new possibilities as yet undreamed of for all of us. Making a life requires this discipline, this unremitting hope. Again, I say congratulations. No one can take this achievement away from you, however you did it, raggedly or with infinite finesse and grace. You are here. This thing you have accomplished. So in the midnight hour, whenever you are haunted by what is expected of you or what you expect of yourself, when you are stalked by your shortcomings, perhaps even by your failures, come back to this moment. This isn't a fluke. This is real. You did this. You are here. By the grace of God, pulled up by your own bootstraps or carried on somebody else's back, you are here. But you are not here alone. And if you are to go forward, you cannot do that alone either. There is so much work to do, so much that needs to be done. There is a mighty struggle going on. In the words of Margaret Walker, we all struggle trying to fashion a better way from confusion, from hypocrisy and misunderstanding, trying to fashion a world that will hold all the people, all the faces, all the Adams and Eves and their countless generations. Today, the Chancellor certifies that you have gathered your tools. Now, you must decide if you will use them just to make a living or help us all make a life for the countless generations. Join us in this mighty struggle. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. James. Thank you for your remarks and your tireless dedication to the students of UNC Asheville. Soon, they will join you as a distinguished graduate of this university. I just love you, D. James. Thank you. It is now my great pleasure to welcome Dr. Joseph Urgo, Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs for the conferring of degrees, and Dr. Bill Haggard, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, who will assist in the presentation of degrees.
Since 1991, UNC Asheville has awarded a master's degree in the liberal arts, a unique offering in higher education. The Interdisciplinary Master of Liberal Arts and Sciences program challenges students to explore the interconnectedness of the human condition. From arts and humanities to the natural and social sciences, the MLAS degree is an extraordinary and important component of UNC Asheville's liberal arts mission. Will the candidates for the Master of Liberal Arts and Sciences degree please stand? Chancellor Grant, these students have completed all the requirements for the master's degree and have been so certified by the faculty and the registrar. I present them to you for the awarding of degrees.
In recognition of your successful completion of the course of study and your fulfillment of requirements, by vote of the university faculty, with the approval of the Board of Trustees and the concurrence of the Board of Governors, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by these boards in the state of North Carolina, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Would you please come forward to receive your diplomas?
Candace Buck. Sarah Elizabeth Humphreys. Alexander Allen McGinnis Yates. And now, will all the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please stand? Chancellor Grant, these students have completed all the requirements for the baccalaureate degree and have been so certified by the faculty and the registrar. I present them to you for the awarding of degrees.
In recognition of your successful completion of the course of study and your fulfillment of requirement by vote of the university faculty with the approval of the Board of Trustees and the concurrence of the Board of Governors, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by these boards and the state of North Carolina, I confer upon you as appropriate the degree Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science and Engineering, or Bachelor of Science. You may now take your seat and will be called forward to receive your diplomas.
Gabriel Mackenzie Alcala Williams. Rebecca Claire Anthony. Megan Elizabeth Althament, magna cum laude. Joseph Kainoa Lucas Baker. Carrie Marie Barrows, cum laude. Nicholas Adair Baynard. Zachary Allen Beck. Bonnie Gwynn Beckwith, cum laude. Alexander Britt Benson Greer, cum laude. Lauren Catherine Bergenbush. Alexander Emil Bernatsky. Caroline Emily Boyd. Megan Elizabeth Brayton. Cody Brian Britton. Miles Alexander Brown. William Perry Brown V. Justine Ann Brownell. Courtney Allison Bullman. Meredith Elizabeth Marie Baumgartner, cum laude. Brian James Karn. Lillian Carolina Chidsey. Zephyr Aaron Childress. Courtney Claire Clemmer. Christian Duran Coley. Christopher Allen Cowart. Maggie Ann Cumby. Erin Catherine Dalton, cum laude. Tamara Renee Dawson. Emma Rose Drake, summa cum laude. Kristen Elizabeth Easters. Dale Edward Eifler. Catherine Hunter Ferguson. Laura Irene Fetto. Matthew Paglin Geiger. Sarah Luck Gerald, magna cum laude. Julia Bernadette Gibbons. Ethan Nicholas Gooderum. Vanessa Jacqueline Griffin. Joan Linda Claire Hammond. Austin Jeremiah Hanna. James Keith Herod. Tammy Michelle Hawley. Cody Elijah Helms. Ashley Kate Henderson. Rachel Catherine Holt. Erin Marie Hunt. Jessica Marie Hunter Ali. Natalie Jamali Ashtioni, cum laude. Jordan Reese Jurinsky, summa cum laude. Christopher James Catt. Ruthie Jean Keith. Chloe Isabella Carr. Matthew Letty Ketchum. Eric Scott King. Hamilton Fitzgerald Kirby. Ashley Jade Kleinman, cum laude. Jordan Lee Loud. Forrest Elizabeth Lyons. Adriana Nicole Massey. Benjamin Allen McClure. Ashley Danielle McGee, cum laude. Alexander Charles Moreland. Lucas Austin Myers. Carly Nicole Nation. Wendy Marie Limba Navarez, cum laude. Robert Francis Nolan, Jr. Benjamin Roy Ogles. John Brandon Olson. Sharon Robert Owens. Ellis Owen Pierce. Matthew Paul Pelletier. Sarah Camelin Perigine, magna cum laude. Nynaeve Marie Pollard. Zoe Wolfkale Ponder, cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Powell. Patrick Jeffrey Randall, summa cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Robinson. Jordan Lynn Rowe. Garrett Allen Ruark, magna cum laude. Julia Baldwin Ruff. Alexandra Marie Rush. Dorothy Karen Santisteban, magna cum laude. Dana Ray Schlanger. Christina Lynn Seagraves, magna cum laude. Mariah Caitlin Moonstar Dickerson Shamblin. Laura K. Shirar, summa cum laude. Melissa Ann Sibley. Sarah Christine Sides. Amanda Lynn Slater. Jessica Lee Statz. Brooke Lee Strickland. Kelsey Amber Swanson. Bethany Lionel Schwartzfeger. Caleb Donald Taylor. Andrew Willis Todd. Paige Nicole Trent. Julia Grace Van Dyke. Maika Cerise Van Skoyak, summa cum laude. Paloma Guadalupe Vasquez. Kimberly Layla Wagner. Chelsea K. Walker, magna cum laude. Angel Malana Wall. Catherine Hannah Walls. Brittany Andrea Watkins. Gregory Alexander Weber. Brandon Devontae Whiteside. Dustin Eric Williams. Emily Mae Williams. Chelsea Sierra Wilson. Lucius Massey Wilson. Rachel Leanne Wilson. Jessica Renee Vodarski. Chimin Zhang. And for the Bachelor of Fine Arts, Benjamin Trevor Colvin. Joel Austin Reagan. Maxwell Reed Saunders, cum laude. Kristen Morgan Sorensen. For the Bachelor of Science, Zachary Joseph Alleman. Catherine Faye Barrett, magna cum laude. Gunnar Paul Beerley. Marianne Virginia Beasley. L'Oreal Charnay Bell. Austin Parker Bennett. Casey Stewart Blackwood. Nicholas Joseph Bloom, cum laude. Marina Jacqueline Brain, summa cum laude. Samuel David Cable. Robert Marshall Chambliss, cum laude. Tai Wei Cheng. Savannah Nicole Clark. Lucas Patrick Clark. Alyssa Marie Coburn. Wesley William Cochran. Priscilla Marie Curvin. Devin Arthur Dale, magna cum laude. Maxwell Spiak Della Maggiora. Miguel Diaz, cum laude. Hunter Faison East. Hazel Lee Errett. Sarah Ruthann Esch. Ella Gillespie Ferguson, cum laude. Megan Jade Ferguson Hawkins. Chelsea Marie Fisher. William David Floor. Jody Michelle Gerberg. Michael Harold Gover. Joshua Matthew Griffin. Rebecca Elizabeth Haley. Casey Allen Hernandez. Mariana Vinagre Herzog. William Leonard Holland. Harrison Kirk Johnston. Eileen Maria Johnstone. Noah Kelsey Jolly. Jacob Alton Jordan. Amy Lynn Kobos, summa cum laude. Jessica Dorothy Kraus. Lindsay Paige Keeling. Kayla Rain Lee. Michael Joseph McCoy. Sarah Emily Milash. Amanda Elizabeth Nix. Joseph Eugene Nolan, magna cum laude. Joshua Colby Jean Norvell. Alec Curran Nunez. Bailey Nicole Parton. Alexandra Lee Puta. Philip Austin Poole. Abigail Florence Post, magna cum laude. Elise Emily Powell, magna cum laude. Aaron Richard Pryor. Cassidy Ray Pyle, cum laude. Jan David Reinberg. John Joseph Reynolds. Kylie Stewart Reynolds. Kelly Nicole Richardson. Jonathan James Roberts. Timothy Blaine Roberts. Lillian Virginia Rolfe. Brandon Christopher Romstadt, magna cum laude. Layla Michelle Saba. Miranda Camille Redmond Satterfield, magna cum laude. Tiffany Nicole Schweitzer. Hannah Grakes Sexton. Megan Inskeep Smith. Magna cum laude. Anne Catherine Squires, summa cum laude. Jacob Adam Stern, magna cum laude. Christopher Brooks Strausberger. Alex Lee Swenson. Skylar Daniel Taylor. Sophie Abigail Thompson. Allegra Maria Torres. Michael Jeremy Vidmar. David Michael Waddell. Megan Lynn Watson. Charles Jeremiah Williams. Zachary Heath Weissman. Susanna Renata Zigante. Congratulations to our December graduates of the class of 2017.
All right, let's grab a seat for a second. Well, I think there's some real excitement in the room, and I think we've got some parents and some brothers and sisters here. I heard a few shout-outs. Well, class of 2017, apparently all of us in this room are very excited and inspired by you, and I am too. And each of you chose this university for different reasons, and today you leave here as part of a community. I've been your chancellor for almost 2 years, and it's been a privilege to get to know you and to have a chance to talk with you, to listen with you, to explore your stories, and to learn more about your next steps, your plans, your dreams, your worries, and your hopes. And a common theme did emerge from these conversations. All of you want to make a difference. And if you've done one thing during your time at UNC Asheville, it is clear to me you are going to go on and make a difference. I know that the roads you've traveled have not always been smooth, but here you are. And that, my friends, is what life is all about. But the journey's made lighter by friends. Think about what Charlie said, think about what D. James said, and stay connected with the institution. We are here for you, we care about you, as Roger Aiken and Pat Smith said. Looking around this room, we're in pretty good company. And looking around this room, I'm reminded of the words of the late Peter Gomes, who was a reverend, who said that on commencement, we should call upon our graduates to think about doing in their daily lives ordinary things extraordinarily well. Ordinary things extraordinarily well. It's a pretty simple request. It's actually fairly elegant, and it makes sense that each thing you do it really well. In doing so, draw upon the best parts of your liberal arts education, your imagination, your creativity, your critical thinking, your moral reasoning. And engage deeply and meaningfully in your lives as you have done here. Engage with your family and your friends. Engage deeply with whatever you do next, because that's where you will draw the most meaning from. And for all of the Bulldogs in this crowd, and it's kind of appropriate because we are on the floor of the basketball arena, that I'm reminded of what the UCLA coach John Wooden once said. And he'd advise his players about success, and he would say, success is never final, failure is not fatal, and it is courage that counts. So today, each of you have reached that milestone of success, but you're not done, it's not final. And when something doesn't quite work out right, it's not fatal. You can recover from it. In fact, that's where some of the best learning takes place. So be resilient and show that courage that the coach talked about. Do it with heart and humility, and do it better next time, smarter next time, and with greater kindness and empathy. So have that courage to never be satisfied or deterred. Never take for granted who we are, who you are, where we are, what you do, and what we're capable of doing. Things change fast, and we can always do better. And have the courage to ask for help, and have the courage to give someone a hand when they need it. And throughout your lives, practice gratitude. Think about what D. James said. Learn to forgive and be generous, give and receive love. And do let crazy, audacious, tenacious hope lead you, because that's not always easy, but it is really important. So class of 2017, my charge to you today is really quite simple. Make a difference, be resilient, be hopeful, be courageous, be forgiving, be kind, and be loving. And before you leave here today, I want you to take one last look around and think about just how fortunate and how privileged we are, all of us, to be here and to be each other's friends and to be with such family members who love us. Think about all the people you love. And I want you to remain optimistic and take the long view. Change and success do not happen overnight. You have to work at it. It took the Cubs 108 years to win the World Series. 108 years. So people, things don't happen overnight. So hang in there. Be part of something that is greater than you. Celebrate your accomplishments and define your own measures of success. Find humor, that is essential, and share it with others. Open yourselves to new experiences. Leave the world a bit better through your work, your humanity, your commitment to making a difference. As Emerson once wrote, to know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived, that is to have succeeded. You've left this piece of the world better by having been here. And the world you are about to enter will be enriched by your spirit, by your talents, by your humanity. Class of 2017, it has been a great privilege to know you and to work with you. I offer you my deepest and my most heartfelt congratulations, and I wish you every success. Class of 2017, would you please stand? Would you move your tassels to the left? Apparently this is very important, so let's get them onto the left. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the UNC Asheville Board of Trustees, the UNC Board of Governors, and the great state of North Carolina, I proclaim you graduates of the University of North Carolina at Asheville. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the class of 2017. I would ask that you remain standing, and others, if you would like to stand, as we welcome Susan Ritchie back to the platform to lead us in singing the alma mater. The words are printed in your program, so please sing along. It's really a better song if we all sing along. It's a great song, powerful words, and Susan's going to make it magical. Susan, go ahead.
Hail our alma mater, hail UNCA, learning be your watchword, greatness be your way. High upon the mountains, in the land of sky, stands our alma mater. Lift your voice high, noble alma mater. Hear our words of praise. May we love and honor you until the end of days.
Thank you, Susan. Congratulations once again. Thank you, Susan. To the class of 2017, much joy, much happiness. To families and friends who are here with us today, thank you for celebrating with us. Faculty and staff, thank you for what you do. I would like to ask all of you to remain standing until the platform party has exited and our graduates have recessed. Happy holidays, congratulations, and here's to the very best in this new year. Go Bulldogs, congratulations. Here's the bag.